Look at that view. It appears that we are literally on top of the world at some of the highest peaks outside of Cebu City, Cebu, the Philippines, and much cooler up here in elevation. Checking the maps about mountain ranges and mountains, I think we're between 700 to 800 meters, which is right around 22,400 feet, I believe, so half a mile above sea level. Me and a friend took a motorbike ride up here. He invited me along, which I'm glad he did because I might not have done it on my own. That's me in the green up in front. This is his camera, a GoPro 7 that I sold him, and amazing. The 7 was really good. I've had the 7, 8, and 9. I'm using the 9 up front. I'm going to point out a number of things as we go up the mountain, and it's a lot of curves as we go up in elevation, and a lot of people. This is a Sunday. We started about 7 a.m. and tried to beat some of the traffic, and there's hundreds of people out there on bicycles, motorbikes going up and down the mountain. Anyway, IT Park, just for your information, is a business park. There's Ayala Mall just to the right, I think called Central Block. They've got another Ayala Mall further into Cebu City here. They've got a big bus terminal here as well. But it is what I like to call a city within a city. It has everything you need there. It's got the banking, the corporate centers, the I think tens of thousands of people working in call centers there, and so it's a huge city. I went to a college town, 40,000 people. Well, I think they have more than 40,000 employees working right here in this multi square block area. I recently helped a subscriber move into, in fact, buy a wheelchair and move handicapped and move into a place here. I think getting around will be the easiest here. That building straight ahead and to the left, very tall, so the Cebu Exchange Building, commercial building. Going out on, I believe this is still called Salinas Avenue. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we're going up out. We're going to go past Marco Polo Hotel. Marco Polo also has built quite a number of condominiums up there. We're going to go past City Suites. A couple of other new developments up there in Nivell Hills area. Big new condominium project going in up there. And just here to the right, as we go around the corner, is the Lahug Public Market. If you want to buy your vegetables, meats, fruits, that's the place to do it if you live up in this side of town. Now I've got my GoPro 9, and I have, for the first time, I've used the wide when I'm doing action. I like the wide angle, but I put forget what they call it. I put the super wide on for this trip, and I was pleasantly surprised how well it came out. I thought it might give a bit of a fisheye effect, but really I think it looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you think about this extra wide, super wide frame shot. There were a number of coffee shops along the way. We stopped at one. I'll show you the one we stopped at, and then we discussed, do you want to go further? My friend Tom said, there's another one, another 8 kilometers up the road. You want to go that far? And what I said, getting started riding, getting started exercising is the hard part. Once you start, then I don't want to stop. So I said, yeah, let's go on. Let's go on. So we went up to that very top area up there. And if you continue on the direction that we're going, you will end up over on the west side of Cebu Island, maybe, I don't know, 40, 50 miles. I think we traveled close to 25 kilometers, about 15 miles, something like that. I think took us a little less than an hour, maybe 50 minutes. We stopped and talked at one coffee shop just very briefly, and then headed out again. So you can see you don't make really good time because of most of this is, it's 4-lane here, but it's going to turn into 2-lane very quickly, and a lot of curves, so you're not able to keep up your speed. 65 kilometers an hour was the fastest I saw myself going. That's Marco Polo Hotel there straight ahead, and Tower 1 condominiums off to the right. Then they have, I think, 4 or 5 other towers further down that road. And get up here, and you can see some construction going on up ahead. I think that's called 128 Nivelle Hills, new condominium project. I need to find out a little more about, because many of you know I do dozens and dozens and dozens of videos of condominiums as I walked around and check in on places, cost of living videos, real estate videos, and a bit of a business area up here. And just up ahead of us, there's a turn to the right, takes you to City Lights, a condominium I haven't been in yet, but I hear a lot of good things about. Higher end, more expensive, but interesting place. I met an expat there the other day. He was renting a place over 120 square meters, I think. Huge place. I have met several Filipinos over the years who either on Sundays, that's oftentimes their day off, they've got a bicycle and or a motorbike, and they go as a group. They take rides up in the mountains or down up north on the main road or south road. This is the main road, by the way. So this is what you get. And Philippines has a huge population in a small country, so you've got a lot of traffic, a lot of people, densely populated areas. Even when you're out in the province, out in the country, depends on where you're at. You can get out areas where there's not so much traffic much of the day, but coming out of Cebu City, going north or south for the first hour or so, it stays relatively busy, depends on the time of day, of course. I think there was some sort of but organized biking event, because as we got further up the mountain, there were dozens, if not hundreds, of bikes pulled over, kind of grouped together. I don't know if they stopped there for refreshments. It sounded like somebody had a megaphone and was talking to people about organizing, maybe setting people off at certain intervals, something like that. But you don't have 100 people leaving all at once. Now, some of these bikes, it's challenging out here. It's not like getting in your car on some streets in America. This bicycle just about got creamed. A lot of these, motorbike drivers, if you've been in the Philippines, and bicycle drivers, some of the most dangerous people out here, they just really, really, really risk it, take chances. Like that guy almost clipped me, trying to dodge in between me and a parked vehicle. A lot of people have motorbikes here, scooters, more likely scooters than motorbikes. 100cc, 125, 150. I think 90% of them are in that category. Another new construction project, condominiums off the left there. I don't remember what the name of it is. The higher you go in elevation, the cooler it gets in general. It's going to depend upon your the breeze that you get, a number of other factors as well, of course, like which climate system you're in. Like the northeast monsoons that we're in now, we're getting northeasterly winds, easterly and northeasterly, and here in another month or two it's going to turn into the southwestern breezes, southwest monsoon. There are a number of housing developments back up to the left and right on various streets. I didn't on this video, like this one up above here, there might be a development back behind this building here. Not absolutely positive, but that's been kind of unfinished front there for many, many years, it seems. There are a number of things to see and do up here. We're going to go a long ways past what's called Tops. Tops of Cebu has a big viewing area. The number of things there's probably 6 or more restaurants up there. Nice restaurants, so you've got some options to eat going up there. You can hire a taxi for the day or a motorbike, hobble taxi, to take you up there and stay with you and wait till you want to come back down. I got a comment the other day from a guy. He said him and his girlfriend, maybe some other people, they went up there, but they said, "Oh, taxi driver, you can go. We don't want to hold you up. You can go ahead and leave." And it took them a couple of hours to get a ride back down. So you might want to hire somebody for the day, somebody that will stay with you. But anyway, there's those restaurants, there's view areas, I think there's some kind of eco park or something up there. Don't know the details. There's more than one big floral type garden. Surigao, I think it's Surigao. Getting it confused with the city and province down in northeast Mindanao. Not a Shirao, I think Shirao. Flower type garden. Interesting place to go up and see. And there are a number other places, mountain resorts up here. There's probably hiking trails. I'm not that familiar with them. Anyway, I'm going to kind of let this play out. For those of you who want to watch the whole video, I'm not going to do so much narration the rest of the way, and the volume will go up a little bit. You can adjust that on your end. Anyway, when we get up to the coffee shop, I'll show you the view up there again and what we bought. A little kettle of coffee and some banana bread. One other thing, I think my top speed on a little bit of a very short straight stretch was about 65 kilometers per hour, which I think is about 40 miles per hour. So that's like a top speed. So you don't make very good time out here. There's going to be another housing development just up around one of these corners up here. You might be able to see it way in the distance there. As we get closer, you can see. And I don't remember the name of it. I did me and a friend walked up to Tops here a month or more ago, and I did a video about that. And I think I pointed it out, but you can see the housing development there to the center right. Sharing the road. Here's that large group of bicyclists. Looks like they're being handed out. I don't know, something to identify them, something like that. Not sure. There are several places to stop and get water along the way. Get some food as well. If that's what you want to do. One thing, especially coming back down, we were past, even when we were having coffee, we had to stop talking a number of times. There are dozens of people out here with little faster, high-powered, almost like racing bikes, and with all they got the knee pads, knee protectors, and everything in case they go down. And very, very, very loud, noisy motorbikes have really gotten out of hand here in Cebu City. And I know there are other cities, Iloilo City, Bacolod City, have kind of cracked down on that, but not here in Cebu City yet. just around the corner here, that turn off to the left is going up to Tops. A lot of restaurants up there, big viewing area, and yeah, I've done a couple of videos up in that area over the years. And here I am chasing my shadow, and then up here a ways, see if I can see it and point it out. Off to the right is Shirao, I guess. Shirao, which is a big flower nursery type thing, I guess. Kind of interesting visit. And anyway, as you go further up in the mountains, there's side roads, and I guess there are a number of other flower nurseries up there as well. pull over. This is the first coffee shop we're coming to. That's my friend Tom up ahead. He passed me because he knew where this place was. And stop in there just for a couple minutes and chat. Do we want to go further? I said, yeah, definitely want to keep on going here. Would have been interesting to ride all the way over to the west side of Cebu as well. Anyway, this is one of the coffee shops. And back on the road again. You can see some of those motorbikes real loud. Other ones not so loud, but just flying by us. Of course, a lot of these people out here on their scooters, they're just traveling locally. They're not going long distance, so they might be ahead of you and make a quick left-hand turn or pull off to the right or whatever. So boy, you've got to be vigilant of what's going on around you. One-lane construction, and they actually have traffic enforcers because it's quite a long distance. Well, relatively long.
Hello.
Hello.
And a lot of places you'll find in the Philippines, in Cebu Island anyway, is that there will be a short stretch construction, but no traffic enforcers, and the people enforce themselves. One side goes, and then the other side goes, and they just either share the road. Motorbikes, in fact, will meet you on a road like this because there's enough room. Vehicles will just have to wait their turn. And I think once we get out of this area, just after we get out of this construction zone, off to the right is the turn off to Shirao, if I pronounce that right, Shirao. Flower, I don't know what the exact name of the place is. S-I-A-R-O, I think it's just up here. You can see the turn right there to the right. I think that goes off to that place. So it's past the Tops viewing area, past the top restaurants, and a number of kilometers. You can rent a taxi and or a larger van for the day with a driver, take you up there, wait for you, take you back, or take you to some other sites as well. There are a number of places to come up here, farther down from, not too far from that Tops viewing area, is the Temple of Leah, kind of an interesting place. And I understand they're going to start, they kind of started up a restaurant, but I think it's reservations only. They have limited spacing. Temple of Leah, look that up. I've done a video there many years ago. Temple of Leah, interesting I think Greek or Roman inspired. The guy did it as a kind of for his wife, I guess, as a tribute to his wife, I believe. we're getting close. There it is right there. And nobody coming, so plenty of parking for motorbikes and several other people here enjoying. They serve breakfast. I don't remember the name of the place. They serve breakfast, and
Perfect.
we had some banana bread. I had to mute this. Because of the copyrighted music playing. So anyway, banana bread and a little coffee, and fantastic view. They are expanding. They're, I think, probably tripling the size of this place, even with off to the left. You might just get a little bit of a glimpse of it off to the left there. They're adding on to that area, so that'll be great. What a great view! Even I think a second story there. Up in the air a little bit higher as well, overlooking this whole mountain range and canyon. Worth the trip going up, my opinion. We had a coffee. We spent about an hour there chatting. Hour up, hour there, and an hour back down. Anyway, more videos to come. Thanks for watching. See you next time.